All right, let's start
All
this
right,
one.
man.
Let's
We
start.
start this again.
Yeah, let's start. So, hello and welcome to the Two-Man Power Trip Wrestling host, JP John Poz, with me today. Very special guest. He is, of course, a former 16-time USWA Tag Team Champion. He was in USWA, TNA, ECW, WWF, WCW. He's worked everywhere. Mr. Wolfie D. Wolfie, what's going on? How you doing?
Hey, man. How you doing?
Very good. What's going on in your world? What are you up to?
Man, just doing the book, man. I'm hoping that everybody that's listening to this is going to buy a copy. Like, seriously, that's the thing that, you asked me to come on here, and I
Yes.
hope everybody's going to buy one.
A Tale of Two Wolves.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
kind of briefly saying, what is the story? What is the story behind the Tale of Two Wolves?
Well, because, man, which wolf do you feed? And it's so perfect for me because the last name, Wolfie D, the whole thing, man, it just makes sense. And I fed probably the bad ones sometimes, and I fed the good ones sometimes. And man, this book is a deep dive into things that happened to me that I about my podcast, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there was things on there that like I never really talked about. So in this book, I talk about everything. I'm just letting it go, and I just want the people to know that it's cool, man. There's a lot of things that I feel like people should listen to. I really do.
Love that. Now, as far as this, why now? What made you kind of want to do it now? You've been working on this for a while?
No, it's just somebody came to me. I mean, for I don't know how many years people are like, "Hey, man, Wolfie, you should write a book, man. You've done this, you've done that," and yeah, man, I did, and I've got a lot of stories, and I just think it's things that people need to listen to. And which wolf do you feed? You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. When you are putting this together, you're writing a book, are you kind of feeling it? Because I always ask a lot of the guys, like, is it therapeutic? Is it like painful? Are you going through
Man,
some,
maybe I cried a couple times. I cried.
wow, okay.
No, seriously, I did. I cried, and then I sent like certain things to certain people. Like the forward, there's two forwards. There's Jeff Jarrett, there is Father James Mitchell, and then there's an afterward for Nick Dinsmore. Man, we all talked about it, and we were like, "Fuck, man." And so some of this just it made me cry, man, because I had to absorb the things that just like hurt the most. Like they really did, man. I went deep into this. I had my podcast, and we talked about things, but we didn't go this deep. We didn't go this deep.
What was maybe most painful for you to kind of go through? Childhood or wrestling years, or what was it?
Man, childhood was man, very deep. Yes, yes, that hurt too. There was a lot of things. My mom pointing a gun at me. Uh, Man, yeah, stuff like that. And because that was things I never talked about on the podcast. So, yeah, man, there was a lot of things that I went in depth with, and as I was writing them, I've got to say this: Gene Jackson, the guy that was my co-author, he set it up for me. He said, "Here, because he had watched me wrestle and stuff like that, and he said, here's the chapters," and he laid them out for me, and that was what made it cool for me because I don't think I could have done it before that. You know what I mean? I don't think I
Yeah.
could have. I needed a layout, and he had watched me and stuff like that, and it made it good. It made it good, and then I kept going back in, and I'd be like, "Hey, I got to place this here. I forget about this. I forget about this. Hey, there was this story about my, where this kid beat me up, and I ran under a car to save my life, and yeah."
Man. So he gave you some
Oh yeah, I'm
format and some
serious.
structure for the madness.
Oh, dude, there was a time when man, me and my buddy went out to this it was crystals that crystals. Anyway,
Yep.
uh and that's why it messes with me because these guys came up to me and they punched me and they fucking beat me, man. And my buddy took off running and I crawled up under a car uh at 15 years old, man, and they were beating me up, man, just like kicking the shit out of me. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this book that, man, if you read it, you're gonna be like, whoa.
Yeah, going down memory lane, but yeah, you've had a rocky road there. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Maybe people don't realize that. Obviously, a lot don't.
absolutely.
So, as far as wrestling, Tale of Two Wolves, I think some people would be kind of maybe surprised the PG-13 era, and then obviously the Wolfie D, and then the Slash era. I mean, right, completely two different animals, completely two different wolves as far
Yeah.
as the characters were concerned.
Oh yeah. It was the car crash. That's another thing they're gonna read in there is the car crash. Uh, a lot of guys thought that that rollover car crash, which was a real thing. I got ejected like 40 feet. I don't know.
Wow. Oh my God.
Yeah. And so that's another thing that everybody thought that Slash was the new Wolfie D, which was, yeah.
Crazy, crazy stuff. And
And,
it's
and
funny
the
too.
boys walked up to me and they were like, "Oh, you got this scar in your eye. Yeah, did that happen in a car crash?" And I was like, yeah, yeah, it did."
Yeah, yeah,
So I kind of worked everybody. I kind of worked
yeah.
everybody.
But it's crazy though, like that character's so much different than Wolfie D. I mean, it's like the
Yeah.
polar opposite.
Oh, totally polar opposites. But what do you think? That's what I asked you. What do you
Yep.
think about the work? Like, did Wolfie D work better than Slash or no?
I don't know. It's hard to say because it was like kind of like a different style. You guys were like that Southern
Yeah,
wrestling tag team kind of thing. Slash, I feel like maybe I'm wrong, but it felt like a completely different style. You seemed more aggressive
yeah.
at Slash.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, but were the matches better?
Some, yes, some chemistry wise, but if you go back and watch PG-13, like the tag team combinations and stuff, the stuff you guys would do was awesome. And like
Yeah,
even at WWF, when you guys would wrestle like two jobbers or
yeah,
whatever, you guys would pull out some stuff. I'm like, oh my God, like that was amazing work by these guys. Like these guys are good.
yeah. We were, man. I appreciate Jamie. I really do. I really appreciate Jamie. You know, there's a whole thing of we don't like each other anymore and stuff like that. But we were, man. I could just look at him. I could just look at him and he would know what to do. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Great stuff. And I'll tell you, the next person after that was Brian Lee.
Yes.
Brian Lee, me and Brian Lee in TNA were, man, that was a good thing, man. And even and you can say Tempest and Sin and all that stuff, but I don't know. Me and Brian Lee were really good together.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
guys
you
had awesome
could you can
chemistry.
probably put the story together better, the timeline or whatever, but
Yeah. Well, Disciples of the New Church with James Mitchell, obviously, that was you and Brian Lee were the first two guys together. You guys really were, the driving force behind not only the faction, but obviously the team.
hold on,
Guys, you guys were great brawlers. You guys had great matches. You were a lot
hold
more
on.
aggressive.
I've lost all audio.
Oh, okay. Hold on one sec. I was saying you guys were more aggressive, but you guys were a great team. You guys always had great chemistry. AMW, you guys had an awesome feud. I loved you and Brian Lee together. You guys were great. Tempest and Center, okay, but that was much lesser known, or they
Oh,
wrestled
that was early.
fewer
Yeah.
matches.
Yeah. Tempest, man, Crowbar, right?
You were
Yeah.
Crowbar, yep.
Yeah, we were good. We were good, but man, remember who was the staple? It was me.
You, yeah,
Yes, exactly. And I appreciate all them, man. I really do, man. I really appreciate all them. But yeah, when they put me and Brian Lee together, it was like, that just worked. That just worked.
yep,
And then
big
also
time.
like the big thing was not just me and Brian, but it was Belladonna and it was James Mitchell. That was like a huge thing, man. That was just, and I've said this before on numerous podcasts, and I don't know if it's on yours or not, but you remember the thing where I think they put the belts on us or something like that, but
Yeah,
it was just a thing where I was bleeding, the lights went out or whatever, and she grabbed me with her tits and blood and just like wiped it all over my face and her tits and stuff like that. It was just, oh my God, it was just, oh, that looked so good. It looks so good. I don't mean that to be perverted or not,
yeah,
but
yeah.
man, it was just a good, man. It was just a good thing.
Yeah, I was like, these guys disciples of the new church, they're nuts, and this girl is nuts too. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, it was
yeah.
good. Yeah,
It was just like awesome, man. And yeah, it was so cool. And then all of a sudden, the next thing I know is that if you remember, the people kept chanting "Evil, evil,
yep.
evil." They didn't
You
know
guys
what to
got
do
over it.
with this. They didn't know what to do with this. And then Russo was like, I don't know what to do with you. And that was like the thing where I was like, okay, that's your job.
Right.
But whatever.
Weird though. Who comes up with the gimmick to begin with? Is that you creating it? Are you creating Slash and then putting together the new
Me?
church? Yeah.
No, no. Not for TNA, no.
So who comes up
I
with
came
the?
up with Slash for Cornette. You remember me telling you that?
Oh yes, that's right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
OVW. Yeah. Yep.
That was where I had the rollover crash
Yep.
uh, for WCW and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And yeah, and then I just felt like I had to have this new character and stuff. And I called Cornette and I was like, hey, I got to do something different. And he brought me up there and, he put me with Stacy and
Yep.
Douchebag and a couple other people. And it looked good.
But who puts the disciples of the new church together in TNA? Though? Who puts Slash in with that crew? Jeff.
Uh, Jeff and Jerry, I think. I don't know. I really don't know the absolute answer to that, but I think it was Jeff and Jerry. Yeah, they asked us to do this thing, and remember me diving out of the balcony with it almost like it had wings on me,
Yeah.
and I dove out, and yeah, so that was cool, man. That was awesome.
Great idea though. Putting you guys together because it just looks like you guys would be together. Would be a stable like you and Mitchell and
Yeah.
Lee. It just like looks like wow, these guys look like nuts, but they look like they're a team like together.
Yes, man. I loved it. I loved it, man. Jim Mitchell is God. He's the devil. You know what I mean? And then you got me, who's the psycho ass fucker, and then you put Brian Lee with it, who's just a big guy who can beat anybody up. I mean, if you think about it, man, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
That was
And
really cool.
you guys helped AMW get over too because they were really kind of at first finding their footing because they really weren't a team together. Then they put them together as a team.
Yeah.
So you really helped them too.
Yeah, bless their hearts. I trained James. I trained James. It's just so funny. And they would literally sit if they didn't think they were going over that night. They'd be like this. We were like, seriously, come on, man, really? That's a promise. I promise you.
Wow, why? What is like they're not getting
Because
the custom of the business?
they
They're not grasping it?
what's his name? God, I can't think of his name.
Chris
I
Harris?
no,
Burt Francis.
him
Or Bob
and
Ryder or Burt?
yes,
Bob
both
Ryder?
of them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bob and yeah, they were those boys. And if they weren't going over, they would be so upset, man. And it was so, me and Brian were old school, right?
Yeah.
And so they'd be like, you're going over, whatever. And these guys, I swear to God, it's a thing. I swear to God, it was a thing. They'd sit there and they'd be like, we're not going over. I promise you, this is a thing. I'm not
Yeah.
lying. They're like, oh, this is a thing, man. Bob Ryder, Bob, fucking Bob, and Bert, and blah, 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 blah. Me and Brian be
Yeah.
like, just shut the fuck up, man.
Did they
We're gonna beat you, but yeah, we're gonna fucking make you look good, man. Shut up.
but did they not understand like you're creating a big feud here? They gotta,
Nah,
you
they
guys gotta
didn't.
get your
They
heat and they
didn't in
gotta
those days. They didn't in those
wow.
days. I don't
Wow.
know. I don't know how to say it. But me and Brian just old school guys. We were just like, what the fuck, man? Seriously.
Man, that's kind of crazy. What are those guys? But you guys had awesome chemistry together. You guys were able to obviously
Oh,
make them look
great
and vice
matches.
versa.
Great matches.
Great
Great
matches,
matches.
yeah. When you look back at TNA and you were saying like with Russo, what was it going on with Russo that did you guys not get along with him or what was going on there with you and him?
I never thought I didn't get along with him. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I ever not got along with him.
But did you guys? You said he didn't have an idea for you guys at a certain point, though. Was that?
Yeah, I don't think he did. Uh, he just had, I mean, if you remember for that time, it was like, what was it called? The Sex or something?
Yeah, Sports Entertainment Extreme. Yep.
Yeah, the Harris brothers and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, so me and Brian, and then I don't know, I don't even remember who my partners were. Uh, just doing weird shit. Just okay, let's do some hardcore matches, beat each other, open stuff. I don't know. Just seemed weird.
Wasn't what you were looking for, I guess.
No, exactly. Yeah.
So your time there, though, how did you end up leaving there? How do you end up leaving TNA?
They owed me like a few $1,000s, and I was like, "Give my money," and they were like, we're going to Orlando," and yeah, that's just the way it happened.
So did you ever get your money back? Did you ever get money back from TNA?
Hello.
So did you ever end up getting your money back from TNA? Did you ever get the money
All
there?
right, here we go.
Can
Hello.
you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep. Hello.
Did you Did you ever get the money back from TNA?
Yes, yes, I
Oh, you
did.
did. Okay.
Yeah, it took me a minute. Yeah, I got my money back. It was like, I don't know, $2,000 or something. It's
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Hey,
I mean, like super stupid or whatever. It was like $2,000, but yeah, I got it back.
did you not want to go to Orlando?
No, I would have loved to. I think the thing was, Jeff. I think Jeff took care of me, man. I really do. I've said this in my book, man, and I think Jeff just took care of me. I had a job at the time. Uh, uh, I was working. I had, I don't know, $20 an hour. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And then they were like, "Oh, we're going down here," blah 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 blah. But yeah, anyway, yeah,
So it wasn't conducive to your life, basically.
yeah. And I think he took care of me on the way.
So as far as TNA, do you have favorite matches, moments, feud? Do you have any of that in TNA besides MW? Did you like working Punk and Raven and in the boys?
My favorite match in TNA was me and Raven. Uh, the one where I don't know if you can see it on YouTube or whatever, but me and him came up with it. Thing where he spins me around and then does me into the even flow. And we just went out there and it was just one day where it was like so awesome. It was like, yeah, hey, I'll step over this way, I'll step over this way, and you spin me like a top. I don't know if it's on there somewhere, but he spun me around and boom, the thing, man.
Yeah, you guys had some good matches with Raven and the Gathering, and that was a great
Yeah,
feud too.
absolutely. Absolutely.
That might have been like some of the best stuff that time too, because Raven and Mitchell, and he was bringing all those guys like Shane Douglas in and Vampiro and stuff, and obviously
Yeah.
you guys were like his main guys kicking Raven's ass. So that was a cool time in TNA.
It really was, man. We had fun then. We had fun then. And I've told the story about the one night where I was about to beat Raven up for scalping Jim and getting mad at him and stuff. I was about to beat
Yep.
Raven up. I was about to punch him
Really?
in the face. Yeah, I was about to punch him in the face.
What was going on? He was getting too into it with Father
No, it's just
James.
like, man, who's gonna beat Jim up? I mean, really? Seriously?
Yeah.
That's just not like even cool. And even though the shears were whatever they were, I mean that probably sucked and sorry, you know, Raven for that, but it was cutting his head up, and then he comes back and he's like, "You motherfucker!" And he's pushing Jim in the face, and I was like, "I'm about to punch you in the face, you motherfucker." So anyway, yeah, that's another story where I was about to punch Raven in the face.
That was kind of crazy because I don't know what happened with the shears, but they weren't like cutting, so he had to
No,
like
they were dull. They were
dull.
dull.
Okay.
Yeah, they were dull, and then it was blood. He had blood in his hair, and I mean, man, he had blood and water. I guess water from. It was
Yeah.
gross, and
Yep.
how you gonna shear that? How you gonna shear that? And then they said it was like not very sharp or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, the thing was that in the dressing room that these two were against each other, and he was like, fuck you, Jim, blah 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 blah. And I'm over here to the side. I'm like, I'm fixing to punch him. I'm fixing to punch him. And he kept, fuck you, Jim, you fucking motherfucker. And he took his head and he went like this and took the blood off of his head and he smacked it on Jim's face. And I'm like, really? How you gonna do that to Jim? Who's Jim? Jim's gonna fight you? What? So he took his blood and he smacked it on Jim's face, and that's when I was like, I was about to hit him. I was about to hit him. So, yeah. Anyway,
He definitely
they
was
can say
not
what they
happy.
want. They can say what
Yeah,
they want. Whatever.
he wasn't happy about that situation. It sounds like, and obviously
Yeah,
he left
they can
like an
say they
indentation in
can
his
say what
head.
they want. They can say what they want. Whatever.
Remember, left like an indentation in like the front part of his head forever. He had that weird whatever was going on,
Yeah.
scalping, if you will. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
But you and Raven are cool now, or
I think we are. I've always loved him. Uh, I could tell you a story about us pushing a 1974 Thunderbird.
whoa, yeah.
Read the book. Read the book. Read
Oh,
the
it's
book.
okay. Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Nice
read the
little
book.
tease there. I like that.
Yeah,
1974
read the book.
Thunderbird.
Yeah.
You and that would be you and Raven. You met that was you guys.
Yeah, Raven and me and Jamie, man. It was funny.
Love that.
Yeah, read the book.
Now, obviously, before that, we were saying like the Tale of Two Wolves. We were mostly talking about Flash, but Wolfie D, PG-13, great gimmick, great character. You and Jamie Dundee. You and Jamie still talk, or you guys don't talk anymore?
Man, we haven't talked since the Hall of Fame induction last year. We just haven't. He showed up 2.5 hours later and asked me to split gimmicks, and so I think that's why he's mad at me because I told him, no, I'm not splitting anything.
Oh, so there's maybe some heat there between you guys.
Yeah, a little bit.
Now, that was the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame, right? That's the Hall of Fame that you were talking about?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We showed up for that. He was 2.5 hours late, man, and you know, I yeah. So yeah, he wanted to split money after that, and I was like, no, I'm not splitting nothing.
And then that was it. That was the last time you guys spoke.
Yep.
Damn. Gotta get the boys back together. Gotta get the band back together.
I wish Jamie loved wrestling. He doesn't. He wants to be. You can look it up and stuff. He wants to be. What does he call it? Jerry Springer's greatest guest or something like that. And bro, that ain't gonna make you no money. It's not gonna make you no money. But whatever. I don't care.
Interesting. Like how would that how would he go about like that? Like reliving that?
Don't know, man. He just wants to be that. He wants to be that. That's what he puts on his social media and stuff like that, where it don't make an ounce of nothing. But yeah,
They
I
did have
love
that
him, man.
Jerry
I
Springer.
love Jamie. I love Jamie. He's such a good, like, I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, he's hilarious. I love him too. Yeah, I think he's great.
yeah, yeah,
But come on, Jamie, forget about Jerry Springer. Let's get the PG-13 back together.
yeah. That was 1990, and you're not gonna make no money off of it.
They did have that Springer doc on Netflix not that long ago, but
Yeah,
obviously
but
Jerry's dead now. So yeah,
yeah, well, Jamie didn't make no money off that. I promise.
damn. Well, what a shame. How did you guys originally get together as far as a team all the way back when?
Man, that was 1991 or two. Uh, I just had this thing with you remember Chris Champion?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so Chris
Yoshi
Champion
Kwan.
had this
Yeah.
thing going on or whatever, and he was ugly, like ugly Kid Joe type of gimmick. And so I was into rap and stuff like that, and so then I created Wolfie D, and then he was like, "Hey, you and Jamie should do this together as a tag team." So then I came up with the name and blah 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 PG-13, and me and Jamie did PG-13. Man, that's what happened.
When you put the actual like gimmick together. Did you think it was going to be like as over and as like good and creative? Because he's like the two white boys doing this gimmick and stuff. Like, what did you think about it?
I had no idea, man, because if you read the book, in which I wish everybody would read the book, man. No, Jarrett was like, "Hey, can you write a rap?" And I was like, "Yeah," but I had never written a rap a day in my life, so that was the thing. Uh, yeah, so I wrote the rap. A couple of raps, and then it ended up into the nation domination rap, and then blah 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 blah. So yeah, I did, man. I couldn't write a rap if I knew how to in the first. That's the funniest part. I didn't know. Yeah, but I did it, man. I did it.
You guys, with that, got some reaction in USWA. I mean, man, you guys were over like Rover down there.
Yeah, we walked out. That's the funniest part, man. Is they Jarrett made these videos, and we walked out. We were supposed to be heels, but we walked out, and then everybody's going, "Hey, oh, hey!" We were heels, but we were comedy heels. And then Randy Hales made us main eventers. Funny stuff, man. If you follow and listen, read the book, man. Seriously, it's funny.
I love just the gimmick. You know what I mean? Just such a great, creative, funny gimmick. You guys just hit a home run with it. I feel like
Thank you. Thank you.
their reaction was just like almost like genuine. It's like, man, this we kind of love these guys. You know what I mean? We kind of like these guys.
Thank you.
And you guys, like I mentioned before, you guys could really work too, and you guys would do some innovative stuff together. Was
Thank
it
you.
important? Was the in ring as important to you as the gimmick?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I don't know. We just felt each other, man. We just felt each other, and yeah, we just had fun together. We did. We really did. We'd come up to each other and be like, "Hey, uh, what if we do this? What if we do this?" And then Tennessee Tippy Toe. Do you remember that?
No, what that sounds so familiar though.
Timothy, oh my goodness! If you don't know that, I need you to look it up.
Yeah, go into detail on that. That sounds. I don't know why it sounds so familiar.
Tennessee Tippy Toe, man. It was
Yeah.
an old school, man. We used to bring, that was the thing about me and Jamie. We would bring old school shit back again. Tennessee Tippy Toe, man. Shoot the guy in. Look at
Mhm.
the thing with the smoking guys. You shoot the guy in. Tag on the back, boom, drop down, boom, 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 and then you run into each other. But we used to do that to each other all the time.
Well, I didn't
And
realize it was called Tennessee Tippy. That's great. Okay, that's
yes,
awesome.
it's called Tennessee Tippy Toe. I'm not sure who made it up. I think it might be like Dundee or Jamie's dad. I don't know.
Yeah,
Tennessee Tippy Toe.
that's
But
great.
we
That's a
used to
good
do that. We
Southern
used to do
wrestling
that.
spot.
We
Yeah.
we did it in Puerto Rico. We did it in Mexico. We did it everywhere, man. We did it everywhere. We bring old school back again. We drip everything into where we were going, man. It was so fun. And even in ECW, we did it. Tennessee Tippy Toe. And then we do the body slam gimmick. Boom. Brother moves. Go for the elbow. Move again. Go for the elbow, move again. Everybody moves, boom. Yeah, we did so much funny shit, man, that everybody was like, ah, this is Memphis. And PG-13 is Memphis.
Big time, big time. I didn't realize that was
We
the name of it. That's
were,
such a great wrestling spot, if you will. Like great Southern wrestling spot.
man, we were like everybody just said, oh, it's PG-13 shit.
So cool, creative, so much good stuff. Did you like WWF though, the Nation of Domination? Did you like being paired with that group? Because it did seem odd, like the randomness of being put together in the group. But you guys did make it work.
I loved it. I love being there, man. And I'll tell you in the book that they gave us creative control sometimes, man. And
Oh,
there's things you'll think about that you might go, "Oh, I remember that." Remember me diving into the car with my
hmm,
legs sticking out?
yeah.
That was me talking to Vince.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Vince went with
So,
it.
yep. He said, "Can you do it without getting hurt?" And I said, "Absolutely, I can." I wasn't sure if I could or not, but I just said,
Got to tell him.
"Yeah, yeah, I'll dive into the car." And I don't know if, man, hell, I don't know if I've seen it again, but driving off with my legs going like this, he's like, "Can you do it without getting hurt?" And I said, "Yeah." And I dove into the car and my legs were, yeah.
So good. Love it. And I love that rap. We are the nation, live and in
A
color.
domination. And that's the
Yeah.
thing they don't give me credit for, man. But anyway.
They need to give you guys credit. It's such great stuff. Such a random pairing of a group, but you guys made it work. I loved it. And I love that theme song. I love you guys. When obviously sometimes Simmons would kind of, skedaddle, you guys would get your ass kicked and stuff. Like, you guys were like the perfect foils, like the great bumpers and everything for that group.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
I know we've talked about this in the past, but I know that LOD spot was so good when they get you guys up.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Do you remember the Doomsday device like it was yesterday? Do you remember that very well?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Such a great spot. I mean, they killed you.
There's a story in the book about me and Joe Animal doing the Doomsday device together after that. So yeah.
Nice. Look at that. Everybody's got to get the book, right? They got to make sure
I mean,
they.
they really do, man, because me and Joe were like, dude, I walked up to him at this one show, man, and we were cool. We were cool, forever. And I walked up to him and I said, "Hey, instead of you just hitting the ring and blah 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 blah, just man shit cannon," I said, "Hey, put somebody on your shoulders and let me go to the top rope. I'll do the fucking Hawk thing." And yeah, so that happened. So yeah, that's in the book.
Yeah, that's awesome. You get to be Road Warrior Hawk for a night.
I did. I did.
Man, what a run for Wolfie. When you look back, right, and you're putting everything through. Do you think that people will remember PG-13 as being the innovators they are, or do you think that they're kind of losing maybe some
Man,
credit that they should be getting?
man, I wish they would, man. I wish they would. I really do. Uh, yeah, yeah. If they don't, it hurts my heart.
I hate to say it, but John Cena, that gimmick is not something innovative when he was doing the Thugonomics. You know what I mean? That's not something that I hadn't seen before, if you know what I mean.
Right. I mean, but I guess it's a thing if you're a Memphis kid or you're this, that, and the other, man. Yeah, I appreciate it, and I love you guys that love us for that. Thank you.
Where was your favorite place to work? I mean, literally, we mentioned before you worked everywhere. Where was your favorite place to work? Memphis?
Uh, Nashville.
Why? Best crowds or?
My place, man, where I grew up and everything. Yep. I mean, I love all of it, but yeah, Nashville, Nashville Fairgrounds. I'll never forget there was this one time where the USWA Smoky Mountain thing,
Mhm.
and I got up on the top of the cage. And if you remember this, you can look this up, but they built that place for Nick Goulas and stuff, right?
Mhm.
It's a wrestling place, right? I'll never forget. I fucking stood up. I stood up on the top of the cage. It was a thing where I don't know, it was the Smoky Mountain thing, right? And I stood up on the top of the cage. And I'm scared of heights. I stood up on the top of the cage, and the whole crowd stood up with me. The whole crowd stood up with me, and I fucking stood up, and I was like, "Holy fuck!" And Tracy Smothers was laying on a table down there. And I stood up and I jumped and did a front flip, and boom, went through the table on Tracy. That was pretty fucking cool.
Love that. Cool as hell. USWA, Smoky Mountain, great feud.
Huh?
That was a great feud with the
Oh
interpromotional thing
man,
you had
we
going
drew
on.
money, man. We drew a ton of money on that stuff. We drew a ton of money.
Were you always a big Cornette guy? Were you always close with Jimmy Cornette?
Love Jimmy Cornette. Love Jimmy. I wish I could talk to him today, but I ain't talked to him in a while. But dude, I drove. Yeah, you can look that up. I drove to Jimmy's house, man, a number of times to just be Slash. He helped Slash be Slash.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So as we wind it down, we head towards the finish. Give us one last big push for the book. Tell everybody where they can get it and why they should get the book.
Man, I went deep into this, man. I went deep into this. I've been talking stories for a long time, but I'm telling stories that, man, my mom tried to shoot me one time, and yeah, that's sad, ain't it?
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stories, but I wish everybody would go there and buy it, and yeah, I don't.
Where is it available? Where is Tale of Two Wolves?
Amazon. Go to Amazon, A Tale of Two Wolves by Wolfie D, and you can buy it there.
Where could everybody find you on social media?
Warren Wolf on Facebook. I'm not sure where I am on all that other kind of stuff. I'm just not that guy, man. I'm not that guy, man. Just go buy my book, man. Just go buy my book.
Right. Wolfie, thank you so much for all the time tonight. Really appreciate it.
Hey, thank you.